Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly forecast for June 22nd through the 28th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to pull an affirmation for you all from this deck here. Guys, we are in some big energies. We're going to see how they're affecting you. We are, in retrograde season. We had that summer solstice new moon with the eclipse. We had a full moon eclipse not too long ago. We've got all kinds of eclipse stuff happening. We've got all kinds of retrograde happening. Lots of shifts. Lots of shifts, guys, as we're ascending here. So we're going to see how the energies are affecting Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. And we're going to see what themes might be coming up for you this week that are going to be around for you for a while. Alrighty, my dears? I feel like we need one more good shuffle here. Bear with me. One more good shuffle. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So without further ado, Tauruses, we have 9 of air. So Taurus, some of you are a little bit freaked out right now, right? There's a lot shifting. There's a lot changing. A lot of people are in their feelings right now because the emotions are very intense. There's a lot of heart chakra energy opening up. There's a lot of looking at our vulnerabilities and wanting to feel safe. And a lot of people aren't feeling safe right now. And it's a lot of energy coming into us finding our security, stability, safety, connection, freedom. We're going through this whole kind of journey right now as a whole humanity, and we're experiencing it on a very deep personal level as well. So some of you Taurus are a little bit freaked out, and you're kind of in this fear energy or anxiety energy where you might be losing sleep about it. Okay, because sometimes with 9 of air there's like a sleeplessness or like an insomnia, and the message here at the bottom says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So self-fulfilling prophecies is what we want to pay attention to, right? A self-fulfilling prophecy is when we keep saying, oh my God, what if this happens? Oh my God, what if this happens? Oh my God, what if this happens? Oh, I just know what's going to happen. I just know what's going to happen. And then it ends up happening because we end up aligning ourselves with that thing that we're afraid of. Okay? And so what you are going to need to do is focusing on what you want instead. 9 of air is a card that basically comes to us with the message that there are still going to be things out of your control. And some of your fears might be very logical fears, right? Like you're not saying, oh my God, what if I'm walking down the street and a shark, bites me when I'm walking down the street trying to catch the bus? That would never happen, right? It's never going to happen walking down the street. That would be an illogical, irrational fear. You might be worried about things that could actually happen, right? But at the end of the day, what 9 of air is saying is you have to take the steps to protect yourself from whatever you think might happen, right? Like if your fear is, oh my God, what if I get fired? Is that a possibility? Or, oh my God, what if I get laid off? Is that a possibility? It's absolutely a possibility. That is something that could happen to anybody at any time. And that's a scary thought. But then you think, okay, what can I do to prevent that from happening? Right? Like I can make sure I'm getting enough sleep. I can make sure I'm staying focused. I can make sure that I'm following the rules and the procedures at work, that I'm, showing up on time, that I'm being respectful with everybody, that I'm staying out of gossip and drama. What else? What else can we do? Right? There's lots of things that we can do to try to, stay on our A game and to do our best. But there's always things outside of our control. What if your boss decides to close down the company? Or what if the company's not doing well and, they have to end up, laying people off or, closing the doors? That is something you can't control. So that's where surrender comes in. You just basically say, God, angels, universe, thank you for helping me with this situation. Thank you for helping me see what I can do to help the situation. But all the things that are out of my control, I'm handing over to you. I'm looking forward to seeing how you will solve these situations if they happen or if they come up because I don't have control over them, right? We have to practice handing stuff over to a higher power. So sometimes that means we have to figure out who our higher power is. That's like step one. So think about that, right? Think about that. This is a time, Taurus, when you're going to have to really begin establishing a relationship with a higher power. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, okay? But we're going through a massive awakening right now. It's like everybody's like, oh my God, what's happening in the world? Everything's like, going crazy. Guys, this is what it is when we're waking up. We're coming out of the dark ages. We're waking up and we're realizing how much is wrong and how much has been happening right under our nose that we're not even noticing, right? And it's going to be in all areas. It's not just only going to be about the things that we're already seeing in the news. There's going to be all kinds of other stuff coming out about all other areas of life and the way that things are run and a bit like humanity. And if we don't have a faith in something higher, it's going to be very difficult to get through the awakening process. But when you have a relationship with a higher power, you're going to be able to get through that stuff because you're going to know and you're going to realize the spiritual things that are coming into play here and how, yes, there is healing coming. And yes, there is solutions coming. And yes, we're going to come out of this better, right? But it's hard not to be in panic mode if you don't have that belief, right? Or if you don't have that relationship. So do what you can this week, Taurus, to kind of create a sense of Zen for yourself and to connect with your spirituality or your spiritual routine. Your next card here is the Temperance card, Balance, Archangel Zadkiel, and it says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. So this is a card that's a major arcana card. So when the major arcana cards come up, this isn't an energy that you're going to have happening 1 day or 2 days or for a week. This is going to be a new chapter, right? It's a new crossroads. And anytime we're at crossroads or we're about to enter a new chapter, we have our angelic and spiritual team around us. Our guardian angels are around us. Our archangels are around us, helping us through the transition, helping us through this crossing, okay? So you're not alone. And chances are, the fact that you have this card coming up for you, Taurus, chances are that a lot of you are feeling a call to do something more meaningful. And you're frustrated because you're not sure how it's going to happen, right? You know it's time to change. You know that you're wanting to help. You know that you're wanting to do something with purpose and meaning, but you're frustrated because you don't know how, right? And so Spirit is saying with this card, look, divine timing is in control. And it's going to be revealed to you piece by piece, okay? And sometimes when our work, what we're meant to do, is really outside of our comfort zone, Spirit is going to prepare us so that it's something we can step into and be ready for. And sometimes we're not allowed to know everything. This is especially true, Taurus, for those of you who are like, you've got your tarot decks and your oracle decks and your runes and you're pulling cards and you're burning candles and reading the candles to see what messages you can get, and you're stumped. You're absolutely stumped. You're like, I don't know. It's like I'm not getting any answers. Like I'm not getting any response. It's because it's not meant for you to see, because where you're going is so big, in a good way, but it's so big that your negative ego would completely shut down and be like, nope, sorry, not interested, not doing it, and you would walk away from it. And I will tell you from my own experience, gosh, I'm nowhere near like this massively successful person, or I consider myself successful in that I'm doing what I love to do. But in terms of like, you know, I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not like a YouTuber that has like a million subscribers. I'm not somebody who like lives in a big mansion or those kinds of things. I'm very grateful to be doing what I'm doing. The most rewarding thing for me is seeing, you know, people I've been reading for a while, seeing their life improving, you know, the messages I've received from people, how much the videos are helping them. People who I've never read for in my life. They've never come to me for a reading. I've never met them. I've never spoken to them, right? I have not received a single dollar from them in terms of readings or anything else. But just to hear how much the free videos have changed their life, like, that is huge. That is massive. And I feel so grateful that I get to be part of people's journey and help them with that. And so Spirit has me doing this. But if you had gone back a few years ago and said, well, hey, you're going to have a YouTube channel and you're going to be putting yourself out there like that and you're going to be doing readings, there's no way in hell. There's no way. There's no way I would have continued. I would have been like, nope, sorry, not interested. I'm just going to give up right now because I don't want to do that. Because it was scary for me. It was, at that time, it was terrifying for me. So understand and know that you're not being shut out. Your angels and guides are not ignoring you. They just know that right now you might be frustrated and scared and stressed out and emotional, and they're just going to give it to you piece by piece. And if you just go with it, there's a blessing coming in that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, right? But right now, your negative ego is going to do everything it can to trick you out of that. So your guides know what they can tell you and what it's better to wait to tell you, right? Until that whole negative ego thing is a little bit more under control. Your next card here, Taurus, is 5 of water, right? So you have frustrations, you have disappointments. Things have not gone according to your plan. And you're like, what in the heck? Like, what am I supposed to do now? The message here in the bottom of the card says things not turning out the way that you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Taurus, the good news here with this card is I don't feel that this is happening to you this week. I feel it's already happened. I feel this is like the energy that you're feeling in right now. You're already frustrated. But what Spirit is saying, what you need to keep in mind this week is to not allow the disappointment to cause you to shut down and to close off your heart. Some of you Taurus are going to have to be cautious not to fall back into self-medicating behaviors, right? And self-medicating can be anything. It could be, you know, drugs and alcohol, which we typically think of when we hear self-medicating. It could be being a workaholic. It could be video games. It could be food, sugar, shopping. It could be, you know, physical intimacy. It could be excessively exercising. It could be anything. People self-medicate in a billion different kinds of ways. And so because of the stress, because of the frustration, you might be very interested to just kind of, or tempted to kind of try to shut down or numb it. Spirit is saying, let it come to the surface and just let it out. Let it get out of your system. And then look at what you do have going for you right now. And try to focus on building on that. Okay, that's kind of your first clue. Okay, we know it didn't work out. What do we have right now that we can kind of deal with here and focus on that? You know, for me, tarot and energy stuff and crystals and incense, it was just something I did because it made me feel better. It made me happy. It was never something I had anticipated that, oh, this is what I'm going to do for work. That's not what I went into it in the beginning. So again, as you're finding like what you have in the moment now that makes you happy, that could be your biggest kind of clue here as to what doors are gonna be opening up for you down the road. Your next card here is the 7 of Fire. And this message says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So as you're moving forward, Taurus, this is what's going to be happening to some of you, right? You have some disappointments. Things maybe have been kind of challenging for you guys. And now you're going in this new direction. And you're like, you know what? This is what makes sense to me. This is where I'm putting my focus. This is where I'm putting my time. This is where I'm putting my energy. And now all of a sudden that you're moving forward, everybody and their mother has an opinion about it. Right? All the comments from the peanut galleries. You're going to do what? You're going to go where? You're going to what? What? You broke up with who? What? You're getting together with who? What? You're still at that job? Like, people are going to have opinions. And this card is saying, don't listen to them. You need to stand your ground and do what your intuition is guiding you to do, or what is making sense for you to do right now based on how things have been panning out for you, and to not kind of give in, right? That's the thing. People don't want to say anything when you're laying in the ditch. But when you crawl out of the ditch, all of a sudden, everybody's got some commentary. Everybody's got some opinions. Everybody's got something to say about how long it took you, or how you did it, or, whatever. It's not their business, and it's not for you to get distracted, right? Because if you're getting all caught up with trying to convince them, or trying to defend yourself to them, it's taking you away from valuable time that you don't have to waste, right? It's keeping you from focusing on what needs to be done. So when this says defend your beliefs, it doesn't mean go into battle with people. It means you just kind of say, nope, not up for discussion. Not up for discussion. Thank you. I heard your opinion. Thank you for caring. I heard you. You can tell me you told me so later if you're right. That's it. No need to discuss this. And you just keep going and doing what you're being guided to do at this time. All right, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and see what your affirmation is for the week. And again, guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. They might be very helpful for you. If you would like a private reading, you can click on the Calendly link and schedule with me there. Alrighty, so your affirmation is, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. I just got chills. I got all kinds of chills, Taurus. What did I tell you guys in the beginning? I said this week is going to be big for you about making your spiritual connection. Your spiritual connection is going to be the key to your success in the coming weeks and months. And this affirmation just hit the nail on the head. And I talked about not self-medicating. You're really tempted to kind of shut down because things are very stressful. And you've got all this green here. And green is what? The color of the heart chakra. So this is going to be a really good week for you guys to focus on that heart chakra. Let the feelings that are coming up out, and find ways to honor your feelings, and find ways to soothe yourself, and to just be comfortable with your feelings. Look up heart chakra affirmations and meditations, heart chakra clearing sound baths, or whatever you come across that you can maybe use. There's so many resources online, right? So heart chakra work is going to go a long way for you guys. And this spiritual connection. What a beautiful confirmation. I love it when the cards do that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alrighty, my dears. So be sure, like I said, to watch your moon sign and rising sign video and maybe get a little extra information from there. If you want more like love readings and channeled angel messages, the videos for June are linked in the description. The love readings for July and the channeled angel messages for July are going to be starting to pop up in the next few days. But if you click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, you'll get a notice when those are up. And I will be announcing the winners of the free 30-minute reading that I'm giving away and the beautiful angel light bracelet that I'm giving away on social media at the end of this week. So I'm just going to see on Instagram and Facebook from the likes and comments who's jumping out at me, and I'm going to pick one person from Facebook, one person from Instagram. One person will win the free reading, and one person will win the bracelet. You don't have to tag anybody. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to share the post. I'm just going to see who's jumping out at me from the likes and comments and choose the winners. And I'm going to continue doing this every single month. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. See you guys in the comments. See you guys in the next videos, and hopefully on the social media daily messages as well. Take care.